Hi, it's Melissa from Married My Sugar Daddy, and I'm here to talk about just getting like a little bit of a refresher. There's this great site called itsmyturn.com, and it's all about procedures you can do to just sort of, just feel a little bit better about the way your face, your body. And I'm here with Dr. Schaefer, who is going to tell me a little bit about Botox and what kind of enhancements it can make, just like little enhancements.
Yeah, definitely. And the great thing about Botox is it works by blocking the dynamic muscles in your face. So when you squeeze between your eyes and frown, it can relax that. When you raise your eyebrows and you get the wrinkles here, it can relax that. If you get the crow's feet around your eyes here, it can relax that, but still maintain very natural looking results. Right. And the key is customizing it to each patient. So it's not a one size fits all, but evaluating the patient's anatomy, their wrinkle pattern, and then deciding when and where to inject. And you have to differentiate the dynamic wrinkles that you get from muscle action from static wrinkles.
So what is static wrinkles?
A static wrinkle is, and here I'll show you too, if you look in the mirror. If you see at rest, when you can see the wrinkle there, and you can see these wrinkles there, and now frown for me. Yep, so you raise there, you get, those are dynamic wrinkles. So when you move, they're dynamic, okay? Or if you frown right here like you're really worried, like that. So those are dynamic wrinkles. Botox works the best on those dynamic wrinkles. It's softening the muscle action so that it can't squeeze the skin there. The static wrinkles will also improve over time. Occasionally, if you have a very deep static wrinkle here or here, you can use a filler, and a filler is made of hyaluronic acid. It's a natural molecule from your skin, but helps push the skin out. So you can supplement the Botox with that if you need it.
Really?
Someone like you, I would say just do the Botox.
Really? Because you don't think this, I feel like this looks really like static.
It is, but you probably get a good effect with the Botox. What I would say and what I recommend to most people is do the Botox, then come back here in 2 weeks and then let's reevaluate the results from it. And if there's still a wrinkle there at rest, you may need a little bit of filler in there, but what we don't want to do is overdo it, because if we put filler and then it relaxes, you don't want to end up with a line instead of a crease. So it's finding the right balance and still looking very natural.
And what other kinds of, like little tweaks can people, women that are just looking to like refresh their face?
Yeah, there's a couple things. If you look in the mirror again, there's what we call the lid-cheek junction, and there's this area right here. Sometimes people just naturally are very hollow in this area, or over time with age our cheek starts to descend a little bit and you get a little hollowness in this area. So there's a good product called Voluma which can just plump you up just a little bit right there, so that you get just a little bit of a lift and a little bit of fullness right in the cheek. So that's a really great treatment that looks very natural.
So Voluma is that's for the hollowness.
The hollowness under the cheek area, and then going out to the lateral cheek. The other thing is, if the eyes are deep set right in here, we can take a Juvederm and put it right along this bone right here, and it just helps push that out a little bit, so you don't get as much shadowing under the eyes.
Oh my God! Because I actually do a lot.
So a lot of people come in, they say, well, no matter what I do, it always looks dark under here.
Right. Even if you put makeup, then like when you're taking pictures, you could see the makeup under there, and it looks
exactly. So if you put the volume under there just to push the skin out, it reflects the light differently. You don't get as much shadowing. So that's one thing that's nice. The other thing is to put Juvederm right in these lines, which we call the nasolabial creases or nasolabial folds. And then down here, it's called the marionette lines right here. And if we just fill those in a little bit just to make them not as deep, it can be really rejuvenating for somebody. What you don't want to do is overdo it, and you get this very puffy look. So again, it's customizing it to the patient to make sure you have a natural result. My philosophy is less is better, so it's good to do a little bit, come back in a week or two, reevaluate. You could always do more. The nice thing is there's an enzyme which can melt it also. So if we do it and you're saying, oh, I like this area, but I wish this area was a little bit different, we can inject that enzyme and it'll soften up the filler that we put in.
Wow.
Which is a new development. We didn't have that a couple of years ago, so you're kind of stuck with whatever you got. So now we have kind of that backup mechanism, which is really nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so today, what would you recommend?
I mean, for you, I'd start with the Botox. I think it'll be very effective, because look in the mirror one more time, squeeze your eyes really tight. See these lines that you get right here? And then also between there, and then lift your eyebrows up And then these lines that you get here, so
Yeah.
it's going to be very, very effective on there.
Oh, I
So
can't wait to see.
it'll be really nice. Your
Yeah,
eyes are going to be...
I really have a lot of this, these lines.
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
so your eyes are going to be more open, more awake looking, but you'll still have natural animation, which is
Natural
really nice.
animation. I love that. Yeah.
No, I think it'll be really nice. And if you want some voluma, we could put just a little bit in your cheek just to enhance it a little bit.
Oh, I'll do that. Yeah.
I think that'd be a nice thing to do.
Ooh, I love that. I can't wait to see the results.
Yeah, no, that should be nice. So let me get everything.
All right, so Dr. Schaefer's here, and take it away, Dr. Schaefer. What are we doing right now?
We're gonna do the Botox first, and the first one is for the crow's feet here. So what I want you to do is squint your eye right there. Perfect. Then just relax for a second, and then it's just 3 little injections. 1, 2, 3, and then take your right hand and just hold that very gently right there.
Does not hurt at all, by the way. I've had another kind of injection in here, and feels exactly the same as the other time I had it. Nothing.
Yeah, they're not bad. Now squint your eyes again. Good. Relax. Good. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. And then take your left hand, hold that, and then pull them both toward your ear a little bit. Perfect.
Feeling amazing.
And it's really the tiniest needle they make that fluid.
Yeah,
will go
wow,
through,
that really
so
is.
It's not bad. What I want you to do is squint right here. Perfect. Then relax. Great. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it for right there. Then I'm just going to hold that for a second, and then we'll do your forehead. It's not bad.
No, not at all.
Now Botox, you're not going to see the result right away. It takes 3 to 5 days
3 to
to see
5
the
days.
result.
And how long will it last?
It'll last 3 to 5 months.
Oh,
So
that's great.
if you're lucky, you're on the 5-month end. If you metabolize it quickly, you're on the 3-month end. And generally, if you know you're a 3-month person, you're always 3 months. You're a 5-month person, you're always 5 months. So it's a good way to keep on schedule. Now, what I want you to do is raise your eyebrows for me. Good. Then relax. So you're just going to do some little injections in the forehead. You know, some people are scared of shots from when they were a kid, but these are much tinier needles than what are used for, let's say, an immunization shot or a medication shot. So they're really not bad. They're almost like acupuncture needles.
Yeah, they feel very like it's like just little tiny little pricks.
Yep. So that's it there. And then I'm just going to get some ice to hold on your forehead for a minute. Most people can come in, have injections, and go right back to work. So
Oh wow.
we just have them hold ice for 10 minutes or so. And swelling goes away. And as we were talking about earlier too, you know, very small chance of bruising, but if you do get a bruise, we have a laser we can use to help that go away much faster.
And you were saying something else about
So I'll take that one.
there's a if someone
And
doesn't
just hold this.
if someone feels like they're having too much of like an effect, that you have an enzyme that you can inject to take
So that's not for the Botox, but for the voluma.
for the voluma, which I'll be getting.
Yep, for the voluma, what we can do is, let's say there's an area you want smaller or different. There's an enzyme we can inject that'll soften it and melt it, help it go away.
Wow.
In the past, we didn't have anything like that, so you're kind of stuck with what you got. But Botox, you can't take the Botox back out. So once it's there,
Right.
it's there. So you have to make sure you go to somebody who knows what they're doing when they're injecting it.
And you were saying that really fresh Botox. It's important that you use fresh Botox.
Yeah, we mix it up right before we inject it, so it's very fresh. You don't want Botox that's been sitting around for a while. So what I want you to do is just hold this with your left hand and then relax your right hand. Now for the voluma, what we're going to do is just enhance the cheekbone right here. It's a very natural appearing filler. It also doesn't swell up like some of the older fillers, so you get a really nice result. What I want you to do is smile real big for me. Good, and then relax. So as we age, we lose some of this volume right here, so all we're doing is replacing that. So here we go.
And those are pre-filled syringes.
It's a pre-filled syringe, and it's mixed with a numbing medication. So, you know, it's still a very tiny needle, similar to the Botox needle, but the product has some numbing built right into it. So then that way, it helps with any discomfort you might have.
I feel no discomfort at all.
Yeah, most of the nerves are in the skin level, and we're going past that and injecting right onto the bone, so it really just enhances your bone. The last one here. And if you looked at this knot in the syringe, it looks like a little gel, and so we put it. Smile for me again. Good, relax. So again, just a little injection here.
Where's your mother?
Good. Another one here. And again, it's a tiny needle, so even people who are afraid of needles do great with this. And then one more. Good. There we go. Now take your right hand, hold right there. I'm going to take this ice off. And then what I'm going to do